Good morning, everybody. Haven't been doing too much lately, just trying to catch up on some of the things that I've been needing to do. And it being springtime, naturally, there's a lot of additional stuff's got to be done. I just wanted to show you this. I finally got my my water barrel cleaned up and got it back into shape, so I can start watering my garden with it. I haven't put in too much in my garden yet. Of course, I got my onions in and got some spinach and some carrots, and let's see, what else do I have? Let's see, I got carrots, spinach, radishes, onions. I had to fix my whirligig there. We had a wind not too long ago that tore up my whirligig. I had to put it back together, and I ended up giving my used one away and just went ahead and made me another one. And so that way it's nice and clean. Getting my snake boots, getting them cleaned up for doing my limb lining and going blackberry picking. Blackberry picking is when I use my snake boots the most. Reason being is because copperheads and snakes and everything else, they like getting up in them blackberries and waiting on birds to land, and when the birds land, then they eat them. So about the most copperheads I see in one year is usually in the blackberry bushes. So I always wear these boots. I fertilized my yard. I think I made a mistake. I just mowed the grass not day before yesterday, but last Friday. It already looks like a jungle. But anyway, I'll get it cleaned up. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. This video is going to be the Pathfinder Phase 1 Challenge Part 10 to make pine sap glue, or pine rosin glue, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I've already collected all the stuff I need. I'm just right now waiting for the fire to burn down just a little bit more. Then I'll put it on. I'll show you the stuff I have right now, what I've gathered up. I started the fire this morning. I made feather sticks with the CHF 37. I actually made pretty good feather sticks. You can see some of the small shavings right here that come off the feather sticks. It did pretty good. And I started the fire with the ferro rod that come with the SCHF 37. This little thing throws out lots of spark, and good and hot too. I just wished it was a little bit bigger to make the shower a little bit thicker, but it did fine. It lit my what am I saying? But anyway, it lit the shavings good. So I'm gonna get on with it. I'm gonna set you up here so you can watch what I'm doing. If you have any questions, of course, after the video, you can message me. I've watched probably about in the past week, probably about 900 videos. I just hadn't had a chance to make remarks on all of them. I tried to catch up on some of the guys I follow closely this morning, and if I didn't mention anything in the videos that I'm subscribed to, I apologize. Everybody knows how it is if you subscribe to that many people, that it's kind of hard to keep up with every one of them. I say I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube, and of course I do watch the movies I get on Netflix. But anyway, let me set you up here. Make sure I got you in. I'm just going to go over right now the stuff that I got to make this. I don't think you really need to watch me melting the sap, so I'm going to go ahead and get the fire ready and put the sap in so it can melt. I don't have a whole bunch. This is what I have. But anyway, I should be clean for what I'm doing. I don't have no project I really plan on using this stuff, so I'm just going to make one stick and then mix it together. So let me stick this stuff in here. Get that going. You know my little bowl I got here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. I already got some charcoal, or I reckon you call it charcoal. And I'm going to go ahead and smash it up. Get it as smashed up as I can. From what I understand, it's supposed to be half and half, and it's supposed to be as powdery as possible, so I'll get it smashed up as quick as possible, and at the same time watch my sap to make sure it don't catch on fire. And the little bowl here is still holding water pretty good. Of course, I mean, it leaks out after about 20-30 minutes, but it's still doing pretty good. I'll clean it up good after I finish doing this. And let me go ahead and show you this too while I'm doing this. I went around and picked up a bunch of dried rabbit poop, so I do have my little grass stuff to mix in with it. If anybody wants to see how to make this stuff, Cole Craven explains it a lot better than I do. And of course, there's hundreds of videos on making pine sap glue. Okay, just showing you what I'm doing. Just following along with Cole Craven and Wyndham Woodcraft. Try to show them support to do it also. Of course, I've been enjoying it. Like I say, it's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do that I never got around to doing. And I've actually learned a lot just by doing these 10 tasks so far. But anyway, I don't have really too much to say. Feather sticks, that's what I was trying to think of a little bit ago. Have brain farts. I ain't very good. I never took acting or anything like that in school, so hey, you have to forgive me. Chicken sap. Got a pair of gloves over here. Let me grab them. Yeah, it's slowly getting there. I signed up last weekend to take a tracking class, and it said it was for adults and children. Went to the tracking class. It was pretty fun. It wasn't really about tracking that much as it was about observation, wilderness or nature's observation. And it was really set up more for the children, but I still had a good time. Played some games, and you know, it was interesting watching the children. You know, seeing how interesting in the nature and stuff that the children was. I thought that was real good, and it was based on some of the stuff that I want to say Maine Primitive Skills School is set up on. I think some of their classes, I think basically it was taught just like some of their classes as far as the nature and the tracking classes. But it was about 7 adults and probably about 10 kids. I'd say it was interesting. And I challenged some of the adults, since most of them were just there for the children, but I challenged the adults to get involved also. And that way it helped the kids stay involved in it. And so there was a canoeing class that they were holding today, but they only took 10 applicants, and naturally I wasn't able to get into that class. So I'm not going to have very much of this, I can tell that already. It's slowly melting, it'll get there. I've got to go get another can real quick. I forgot to get a can for cold water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Something I do want to kind of, well, I reckon this is kind of my rant. And I've been here lately just to support a lot of the channels. I've been watching a lot of the YouTube discussions, you know, the hour and 2 hour longs where they invite guests and everything, the online discussions. And I enjoy most of them for the most part. But the other night, I won't give no names, I'm sure y'all may figure it out and may not figure it out, but they had a subject matter, they had two subject matters they were going to cover. And I watched this program for 2.5 hours, well 2 hours 9 minutes I should say, something like that, not 2 hours 11 minutes. They had two subjects they were going to cover. And out of that 2 hours or so, they only covered the two subjects they said they were going to talk about. Maybe 4 minutes out of that 2 hours. And I was really wanting to listen in on people's opinions on the discussion, but they never even actually really talked about it. So anyway, if you don't see me, if I don't really mention anything or say anything about these online discussions, then that's the reason why. I'll follow them until I see that they're not going to actually talk about what they were said they were going to talk about. But you know, a lot of the subjects they say they're gonna cover are real interesting to me, and I'd really like to watch it. But they, you know, when they don't follow their subject line, then it kind of frustrating to me. Anyway, that was my little rant. I mean, I love watching YouTube. I love, you know, I enjoy listening to people's ideas and their opinions, and I love watching them camping and different stuff like this right here, because I all the time learning stuff. But wow, 2 hours. I say it. I must be weird, because 2 hours I'd almost rather watch Maury or Dr. Phil. at least it's a little bit of entertainment sometimes, instead of just listening to people talk about, well, is it working, is it not working. My brother, he's bad about that on Skype. He'll call me on Skype, and we might talk for an hour, but out of that whole hour, probably well, let me see, probably about that out of an hour, maybe we only talk 10 minutes. The rest of it is, well, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? And that gets monotonous. Why not just talk on the telephone? Of course, I don't have a telephone, so it's kind of hard for him to talk to me on the telephone. Okay, I'm going to put some of this stuff down in here, see if I need some more. So that way I can get the rabbit poop ground up. And you can see it's powder. There's no doubt it's powder. You get that mixed up, see how... Oh yeah, I got plenty in there. Better not grab a hold of that, had I? Let me move this over here. Okay, I'm gonna ground up some poop. I'm gonna put this back on the fire so it can stay hot. Set it off to the side, keep it stirred up. Grind up the poop. And yeah. Yeah, my brother, he's bad about that. Always wants to talk on Skype. Of course, he's a electronic guru, so you know he likes everything to be perfect on it when he's watching it, when we're Skyping. I've actually been trying to get him to go on Hangouts, because to me Hangouts is they have pretty good video quality on Hangouts, it seems like, anyway. Of course, he lives in South Dakota, and he's on a he's not on actual broadband or anything like that. They use antenna, and there's about 6 or 7 of them on this, so he ain't got the best quality there is anyway. But and a lot of times he just ends up cutting his off, so that way we can talk just like we're on the phone. Well, this poop ain't gonna grind up very good. Might have to do this with a hand, huh? Okay, I gotta scoot back. This smoke's wanting to go straight in my face. Yeah, it's grinding up pretty good. I'm grinding all of it up, but I ain't going to use all of it. From what I understand, I'm only supposed to use about a quarter of this. This is like using a binding agent. That's what I understand. It's just like using binding agent. Okay, got it ground up pretty good. Let's go ahead and pull our glue and charcoal back out. And yes, it's boiling pretty good because it's flopping out. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Ooh, smells good too. It smells real good. Okay, I'm hoping that you can see me. Let me check again, make sure nothing's moved. Yeah, you can see me. I'm gonna back up just a little bit more. Yeah, you can see what it looks like in there right now. It's pretty good. Like I say, I think the charcoal, if I'm not mistaken, what Cole Craven said is the charcoal is used so it doesn't, so it's not so, let me see, fragile, so it doesn't crack as bad. The charcoal helps prevent it, and then the rabbit poop or grass or anything like that that you use is used for like a binding agent. Okay, so let me put some of this stuff in. I'm not going to put a lot in. I'm going to put some in and stir it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a little bit more of this in, and that's going to be it. And like I say, I really don't have no use for this right now, but I'm going to make one of these glue sticks, and I'll keep the rest of it down inside the can. And I understand you can remelt it, so if I do need it, decide to use it for something, I've got it. Okay, so anyway, let me show you the consistency I got here. Now it's pretty good. It looks like everybody else's that I've seen, so I'm going to go ahead and start trying to make one of these sticks like they say. They say to get it on your stick, stick it down in cold water, and that'll cool it off. Let it sit and cool off so it'll kind of harden. I'm going to do this real careful because this stuff might still be hot. Oh no, it cooled off quick. Wow, this stuff is just like tar. That's pretty cool. Get some more on. And stick it down inside let me get it wrapped around here. Stick it down inside the water. Let it cool off for a few minutes. Well, I say minutes, but what I mean is a few seconds. Try to shape it. Okay. Wrap some more around it. Let me see if I can get me a big wad this time. There you go. I can get it wrapped around here. Stick it down in the water. They cool off a little bit. We'll try to push it down on there a little bit more and get me a little bit better shape. And a little bit more. Okay, stick this on down in there, let it cool off. I think this is as big as I want this stick. I think this is big enough for carrying around, putting it in my pack if I want to carry it with me in my pack. Okay, shape it, and I'm gonna stick it back down in the water. Might have left it in the water a little bit too long that time. Wow, I got sniffles. Pine pollen. Pine pollen. We'll put some at the very end. Okay, that's it. See it down in there? I could actually make a couple more sticks, but I don't need it. I'm just going to leave it in this can. You can see some of it's actually breaking up, so I might not have put enough charcoal, or might not have had enough actual sap. I might have mixed it a little bit too thick, but we'll see. Okay. Anyway, if I do get around to actually using it naturally, I'll make a video of it. And there's my pine sap glue. So, not pretty. It's gonna work. I'm gonna let it harden a little bit more. There you go. I'm gonna put the rest of it. Like I say, I'm gonna keep the rest of what's in that can. And gotta clean out my bowl now, because I don't. Though somebody told me that you could actually eat rabbit dung. I don't really think I want to, but anyway, I'm gonna keep it in case I ever make some more of it, and so that way I ain't gotta look for a whole bunch more. That's probably enough to make probably another half a can full right there still left. So I'm gonna just put it back in my bag, keep it, and you'll see how much I got left. Still got quite a bit left in that can that I can melt back down. But yeah, that's what I got left. So the next one I reckon is to make a signaling device, a visual signaling device, and kind of got my ideas for that. But so until the next time, y'all take care. Have a good day. Bye.